We gonna smile, bitch, and laugh, bitch. Come on. We gonna start this thing off right. BB in the motherfucking house. Come on. Oh, come on. Do it, baby. Shake it, baby. Do it, baby. Shake it, baby. Do it, baby. Shake it, baby. Smile, bitch. Smile, bitch. Come on. Hello, my beautifully broken people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning or night, whichever one it is for you. If you're new here, welcome home. Please remember, most Fridays I share one of your videos to show my appreciation, so please be sure to like or dislike, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell. Today we will be discussing The Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 12 Reunion Episode 1. With that being said, let's get into it.
Yeah, and y'all all older than me too. Girl, you are not a spring chicken, boo-boo. You already aged in.
Oh, God.
Girl, them titties is aged in. Stay social distancing, bitch. Don't come for me.
Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do is discuss each girl in no particular order and address some of the highlights in this episode and give you my uno on each of the women while playing very few clips in between. So if you don't enjoy my commentary, the door's over there, Pooh. So let's begin with Miss Gone with the Wind, Miserable. She starts off lying again about her saying Mark cheated on the show.
And I will every time.
So where's your relationship now? What has changed?
We're working on it. We're in counseling, and Mark has made a complete 360. He just seems like he's fighting for his family.
There's a part of me that thinks he saw what an asshole he was on the show and decided to change. Well, Tammy from the DMV said, Kenya, now that we know Mark was entertaining other women at the start of your marriage, how would you feel if Tanya brought that lady around to confront you in front of the other ladies?
I never said that he was entertaining cheating on me.
You said
2 months that we were married, I see these text messages. One of the women was begging him to keep the sex going, even though that he was
texting with another woman.
A woman texted him that he had dated. So it was an old girlfriend or some random that he was, with. She asked about him getting married because he didn't tell anyone he was getting married. So when she found out, she was texting him saying, basically, can I be your hoe? To me, he didn't respond in a way that would have completely shut her down. And I was very upset about it.
I'm like, Kenya girl, you said clear as day. The girl said, can we keep the sex going even though you're married? So that means that they were having sex 2 months prior to y'all getting married. So he's cheated on you before you got married. I mean, y'all were still together. Am I missing something, girl? Then she wanted to protest Andy saying, well, he was entertaining another woman through text, and you said he responded to the girl in a way in which you felt like he wasn't shutting her down. So doesn't that mean he was entertaining her, girl? Girl. Anyway, he also asked her how would she feel if someone brought that woman who was texting Mark around her like she did with the cookie lady. And it went over her head. She still doesn't feel like it was a big deal. Like, she feels, I don't understand why she don't feel no type of way about that. Like, she was dead ass wrong. She also showed her marriage certificate. And if you guys aren't aware, a YouTuber who goes by the name Layla Lynn TV did a whole video about how she couldn't find the marriage certificate. And she showed a bunch of receipts in that video. Now, she did say that where Kenya and Mark got married, you can't just look up that information, and you have to have a legal reason to receive that information. So I'm looking forward to hear her response to all of this and see if those documents Kenya displayed were false, but I don't think she's that stupid.
But we know one thing, that her kids are her kids because they look exactly like her.
This is
You over
flawless,
there looking
bitch.
like a white woman in drag. Shut the hell up.
Your whole body is botched, bitch.
What do you look
booty,
like?
bitch. Botched booty.
I don't know if I'm looking at the Real Housewives reunion or a scene from White Chick.
Now, Miss Kenya girl, she read Nene her rights tonight, okay? She said, look now, white woman over there. I will let you and your twin children have it, girl. Girl, she gave her all the drama, girl. Sidebar, did y'all notice Andy doesn't really feature Mark, girl? Anyway, Now, let's move on to Miss Sunshine, aka Eva. And no, I'm not calling her Sunshine because of her complexion. That's what she calls herself on her Instagram, Miss Sunshine. Anyway, she was nothing but sunny tonight, girl, okay? She gave very much storm. And I don't mean that in a good way. I just don't understand her hard-on for Nene.
Period. That is so becoming of a grandmother.
This ain't your fight. We'll get
Sweetheart,
you.
baby, it's whatever I want it to be. Don't do that.
You just want to say that plum and try to turn it into a peach.
I can't stand this old bitch.
Literally, every time Nene was asked a question, she just had to jump in it. It was like she couldn't help herself. I'm kind of wondering if something else happened between them off of the show, other than her being upset about Nene being mic'd that time without her knowing while they were talking, because I just can't figure out why she's so pressed. It's like she's obsessed with Nene or wanted the most camera time. And it's like, girl, you said so yourself. You've been on camera since you was 17, so you would think that you would have enough camera time. Girl, when Portia and her was going at it about her saying PJ looks like Dennis with a bow, she gonna say, well, Nene said it 5 times. I'm like, girl, we not talking about Nene, we talking about you. But Portia wrapped her ass up and put a bow on her with that social distance read, girl. Girl, she got her right on together and told her she'll pop her upside her head. Girl, she better relax before Portia uses her work relationships to her advantage, and she won't be able to talk all that shit she be talking on that radio show. Okay? She also stuck to her guns with that whole nappy-headed comment, and I feel like Kenya did a great job with explaining to her why it was wrong, even though she clearly didn't care. Moving on to Miss Sour Patch Candy, Miss KMZ was called out for being messy boots, and she claims that it's because she's cool with everyone and felt like it was a situation where she's damned if she says something and damn if she didn't say anything. And I could understand her point. However, comma, you been messy boots, girl, okay? One of your taglines is, well, I already heard. And you have a whole segment on your YouTube channel called Speak On It. Girl, just tell the truth to shame the devil. You are messy, okay? Because if you wasn't, you could have kept your mouth shut when it came to something like things that wasn't going to hurt the person being spoke about. I don't even know if I said that right, but y'all know I can't speak. And you could have told the people who were telling you, T, look, I'm friends with this person, so don't tell me anything because I'm definitely going to tell them. Then she also chimed in when Nene was asked about saying what she did about Kenya's marriage, the whole karma situation. And she said that she thinks it's because of the long distance and them having a new baby. Now, I agree with her, and I also feel like it was because they rushed into it pretty fast. But at that moment, I was like, shut up, Sour Patch. No one's talking to you. And her side eye when Nene and Eva was going at it took me out, girl. I just be wanting to tell her facial expressions to shut the fuck up.
The most amazing thing on earth.
Moving on. Next, we have Portia, Cynthia, and Nene. I don't have many notes on them, so we're just going to group them all together. I didn't like the fact that Portia stooped to Eva's level and said her baby looked like a clone with a babe. Although, once you speak about someone's child, the way that Eva did in which way was basically call her baby ugly.
She does look like Dennis with a bow.
And you look like
Where's the line? That was so disgusting.
I understand that she might wanted to violate her and all bets are off, but 2 wrongs don't make a right. And what's up with all the baby talk this season? Like, are the ladies getting bored or are they that bothered? Like, they just been throwing the babies in it left and right this season, and I'm really not feeling that. Anyway, now Cynthia. I was going to play you guys a clip of Cynthia saying that Nene supposedly said that her and Mike's relationship was false, but I can't find it, so my bad, y'all. Now, Cynthia, girl, who said that, girl? The blogs? Because I don't remember in any of Nene's interviews her saying that. Like, I just don't remember that, girl. Girl by another lie. And last but not least, Miss Nene Leakes. So prior to the reunion, Nene uploaded a few videos on YouTube saying that the girls were ganging up on her, and she was the only one asked most of the questions. Now, of course, I'm going to have to see the next episode to fully give my conclusion, my whole uno on it. But what I can say, it looked like Eva was jumping in all the fights and no one tagged her in, girl. Nene also said that she didn't like how they asked her a whole bunch of questions about Wendy, but they didn't question Kenya about Mark, and that's not true. They did address Kenya and Mark's relationship, and I don't think they spent more or less time on each subject. I'm also waiting for those receipts she claims she will be dropping each day into the reunion, because so far, all I've seen is her play talk show host and Greg stare at the camera like a damn robot. But that's just my uno. Anyway, girl, I'm done with this. What are your thoughts on tonight's episode? Leave your necessary opinions in the comment section below. And I'll see you hoes in the next one. Bye!